Perfect. Welcome everyone to Propel again. I like starting with something fun. Who can guess, or like people over here, guess which one is AI? The one on the left or the one on the right? I hear left a fair bit. Both. You got it right. So we are at a conference in the Bay Area in 2025. Everything's got to be AI, right? So the last 12 months were big for Rocketlane. We grew to over 600 customers, have some logos here of people who are joining us today, and you'll meet a lot of customers over here. Continue to add some amazing names. We raised our Series B last year. I don't know, those who have been on a call with us on Zoom would have seen this video, this rap song called I Like B. Those who haven't experienced it, look it up on YouTube. And we also launched some cool AI capabilities earlier this year. AI Fills is what we call it. You should check it out, stop at our booth outside, take a look at what that does for you. This is like the stepping stone for a lot of things we're going to reveal tomorrow. We're strategically having our roadmap session tomorrow so that all of you stay on and are here for day 2 as well. I was enjoying seeing one of our customers rave about how they're using AI Fills yesterday. Made me feel really good about where we're headed. But for me, the highlight of those last 12 months was actually Propel25. It was a fantastic event. We had it in this beautiful venue, Hayes Mansion in San Jose. It was like a family coming together, a large family there for a wedding is what it felt like. It was like a happy moment. And definitely, I'm hoping that next year when I'm hosting Propel, I again tell you that my highlight of 2025 was Propel as well. So we have around 300 leaders joining us over these 2 days from over 150 companies. So super excited to host you all. Thank you for coming here, believing in this partnership as well as in the great content we're putting up for you all. And why Propel, right? I think when we looked at the events out there in the industry, we felt there wasn't a good inclusive event that caters to companies of various sizes, various maturity levels from a PS perspective. And I think there are some events that cater to more large enterprise, but that's also the kind of place where probably there is more of a lag when it comes to, using what's latest out there in terms of like the innovation and AI capabilities and so on. But we've selected large companies and small ones that we're going to showcase over here for the great work that they're doing, how they're having a vision for moving this whole space forward. And we hope to inspire you all with good ideas over the next 2 days, right? The theme last year we had was productizing services. And by that, we didn't mean how do you, put together a standard PS offering. Instead, it was more about how do you productize how you deliver? How do you productize governance? How do you productize, partner motion? How do you productize the customer experience of delivery? All of that, right? So the content from last year, by the way, is available on Rocketlane TV. That's tv.rocketlane.com. We will be making this year's content also available on Rocketlane TV soon. But yeah, this year, all eyes are on AI for all of us, right? I think someone on my team is going to probably count how many times I say the word AI today and report it back. But it's not going to be just AI. We've looked at it in a broader sense. We have some great content we put together. And we believe the world is changing, that technology world is changing faster than ever before. Right? I think how much change we've seen in the last 5 months, I think is more than what we saw in the 2 years before that, and it's only accelerating from here. Whether it's adding images on text with AI, or deep research, or using cursor for coding, or AI navigating websites and apps and doing things, or reliability with data. Every aspect is getting more reliable, usable, where I think it's going to absolutely change how we all think about our jobs. So with that, I wanted to play this quick video of Dario, the CEO of Anthropic.
The most societally divisive outcome is if randomly 50% of the jobs are suddenly done by AI, because what that means, the societal message is we're randomly picking half the people and saying, you are useless, you are devalued, you are unnecessary.
And it's never going to say you're all useless.
Well, we're all going to have that conversation, right? Like, we're going to have to look at what is technologically possible and say, we need to think about usefulness and uselessness in a different way than we have before, right? Our current way of thinking has not been tenable. I don't know what the solution is, but it's got to be different than we're all useless, right? We're all useless is a nihilistic answer. We're not going to get anywhere with that answer. We're going to have to come up with something else.
So I think it's a very pertinent point to ponder about. I think how we think about jobs today, the work that we do, is going to change drastically in the coming months, if it's not changed already. And I think if you look at roles we had in our organizations a few months ago to what the scope of that role is, the definition of the role is today versus what it's going to be a few months down the line, we need to keep reinventing what that looks like, given where AI is headed. We've seen it in some functions already, right? We believe radical efficiency is already here. When you think about, let's say, customer support, when you think about marketing design, right? Like, people are creating their creatives just using AI. You don't even need to polish it manually. When you think about development, so much is happening. Google said 25% of their code is written with AI. So this is all very real and happening already, but we feel it's not yet happened as much in PS teams. But we believe your new competitor is going to be an AI native team, right? When you think about all of our teams, how we're doing our work today, we're going to be challenged by a competitor who's thinking differently, thinking AI first, and how they approach the same work that we do, using tools and technology in a different way. So let's compare. Let's say there are two companies, company A and company B. One of them takes 3 months to launch their customer, and the other one takes 3 weeks to launch their customer. And the effort that goes into that 3 weeks is also drastically reduced. What's going to happen? Now, from a customer perspective, this means a 3-week launch means lower risk. It means lower cost of going forward with that solution. So it's very likely that a customer will have the predisposition to want to work with company B, which is launching them in 3 weeks. There is an increased appetite overall to do business with company B now. And this is something we've seen. There is a company in your midst today who he may or may not share the story later today about how they had these 18-month, 24-month long enterprise deployments, which became 3 months and 5 months. And you would expect that that's reduced the work on their team and they're going to shrink the team. But instead, they're growing their PS team from like 300 to 600. And the reason is the demand for working with them, the demand for the transformations that they do has shot through the roof just because the appetite for that work has gone up. And I want to take another extreme example. All of you have heard about Wiz because of their $32 billion acquisition after turning down a $20 billion acquisition just a few months ago. And the interesting thing about Wiz, which caught my attention, was even with their large enterprise customer, they launch in a few hours, not days, not months. So there is a great power in having the ability to get customers to value quickly, to get customer initiatives executed on with a certain momentum that's we probably not imagined before. So how do you become like we?